Hi friends, Teacher Cheryl here with Play to Learn Pierce County and Green Chike, and we want to start out by saying thank you to our sponsors and our partners whose generosity makes it possible for us to have some fun together. So thank you to them. Another really exciting partner that I want to tell you about is the Institute for Learning and Brain Sciences from the University of Washington. And the activity that we're going to do today is suggested by some materials that they've shared with us. And I want to just let you know that there are ways to expand this activity and make it even more fun on our website. So we're going to be doing a shape finding activity, but there is some charting that you can do with the materials on our website, as well as a drawing activity and collaging activity that I would love to invite you to take a look at. So we're going to start with a story about spiders, and it's called Walter's Wonderful Web. And this story is by Tim Hopgood, and it's about a spider who is experimenting with a lot of different ways to weave a web in a lot of different shapes. So we're going to read about Walter's Wonderful Web and then have an activity that goes with it. Walter wished he could spin a perfect web, just like his friends. But Walter's webs weren't They weren't perfect. They were wibbly wobbly. My words were just a little wibbly wobbly there, weren't they? So see Walter's friends' webs here. And then here's what Walter comes up with. Do you ever try something and have to keep trying until you learn how to do it? And when the wind blows, wibbly wobbly webs always blow away. Oh man. But Walter was determined. So one morning, he decided to start with something simple. Very carefully, he made a small web in the shape of a... Oh! What shape did he make his web in? Can you see it? A triangle, huh? Whoosh! Went the wind, and the web blew away. Walter started again. This time he made a bigger web in the shape of a... What idea do you have? Ooh, do you see the triangle up there? Square! I wonder if that's gonna work. Whoosh! Went the wind, and it blew the web away. See the square there? There. Walter sighed and started again. My goodness, he is determined, isn't he? This time he made a longer web in the shape of a... What do you see? A rectangle. Whoosh! Went the wind, and it blew the web away. Walter sighed, and then he stretched his legs and made a taller web in the shape of a... What is that one? A diamond. Whoosh, whoosh, went the wind, and it blew that web away too. So Walter is still thinking really hard, isn't he? Perhaps my webs should be more round, thought Walter. So he climbed up and down. He twisted and twirled. Would this be Walter's first perfect web? What do you think? Is a circle a good shape for a spider web? Nearly. It wasn't a perfect web, but it was an almost perfect circle. And it looked strong. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh went the wind. Oh, poor Walter hit the ground with a bump. Oh goodness, Walter was tired and upset. He felt like giving up, but as the sun went down, he thought about all the different shapes he had made. All at once he knew just what to do. So he took a deep breath. And that's a good thing to do when you're feeling discouraged, isn't it? And he set to work. What do you think his idea is going to be, friends? Whoosh went the wind, but it didn't stop Walter or his web. Not this time. And as the stars came out, Walter's web shone in the moonlight. It was better than perfect. It was a truly wonderful web. Oh my goodness. What shapes do you see inside of that circle and all around? He used everything he learned, didn't he, to make this truly wonderful and beautiful web. So this says, these shapes are all shown in this book. Which shape is a triangle? How many sides does a triangle have? Which shape is a square? How many sides does a square have? Which shape is a rectangle? And how many sides does a rectangle have? Which shape is a diamond? And how many sides does a diamond have? And if a diamond and a square and a rectangle all have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, what's the difference then between a rectangle, a diamond, and a square? What do you think? Which shape is a circle? Does a circle have any sides? And Walter used them all. Thank you for listening to Walter's wonderful web about a very determined little spider. For our activity, all you need for this part of the activity is a shape finder. This is called a shape finder for this game, and this will help you focus and look around and see what shapes you can find in your house. And then, like I said, or maybe on a walk, wherever you are, you can look for shapes because shapes are everywhere. And like I said, there's more ways to play with this idea by going to our website and downloading the materials from the Institute for Learning and Brain Services. There's a way to chart it and some other ideas that they have. But we're just going to sing a song and look at all these shapes. And maybe when I'm singing this song, you can get your shape finder and look around and see if you can find a shape like this. So are you ready? Can you find a shape like this? A shape like this? A shape like this? Can you find a shape like this? Find one of these. And what's this one called? It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and they're all the same length. All right, let's do another one. Can you find a shape like this, a shape like this, a shape like this? Can you find a shape like this? Can you find one of these? What's this one called, friends? I'm holding it so it's hard to see. It has 1, 2, 3 sides and 3 corners. Can you find a shape like this, a shape like this, a shape like this? Can you find a shape like this? Can you find one of these? Oh my goodness. And look, there are shapes inside this shape too. Kind of like Walter's wonderful web that had so many shapes inside his web. Let's do one more. Can you find a shape like this, a shape like this, a shape like this? Can you find a shape like this? Can you find one of these? So I invite you to take your shape finder and hunt all around. See how many circles you might be able to find, or how many, let's go the other way, rectangles you might be able to find. And oh my goodness, if we put it this way, it's a rectangle and a circle, huh? And how many triangles you might be able to find just all around wherever you are, or how many squares you might be able to find. And that is a fun game for us to notice the world around us and also recognize shapes. Thank you, friends, for listening to the story and playing a shape finding game. Bye.